102.7 FM. Ìmúyangàn gbogbo ènìyàn.
Best station in music news, sports, and entertainment. We are High Power 102.7 FM, the pride of the people.
Pereira hit by Hammers! Oh, what a goal! One of the greats! City is still alive here. Balotelli, Aguero! I swear you'll never see anything like this ever again. So watch it, drink it in. It's a really good ball. It's Shabalala! Scratch your eyes! You are really seeing the most extraordinary finish here! Gomes looking for the overlap. Alba inside! It's Messi!
Yes, it's a beautiful Friday morning to you listeners out there. And of course, we know the program is Sports Diaries on iPower 102.7 FM. I am your favorite sports diva. And this morning, of course, I will be taking you on an eventful ride through the world of sports. Beginning from the latest update, expert analysis, and exciting highlights in the sporting arena. So stay tuned and let's get the sports party started. Beginning from the MPFL, where we've got this big story. Yes, beginning from the MPFL, where we've got this one on Kun Khalifat FC chairman Michael Amefula, as he says his team will accept any outcome from the matchday 35 encounter against Plateau United. The Owerri-based club will square up against Plateau United at the Lafia City Stadium this weekend. Amefula insisted that his team will work hard to win the victory in the game. He said, and I quote, "We will go to Plateau United and get the victory. We're ready to sacrifice and we will do that until the last day of the season. But whatever that comes out of the game, we will take in good faith." Kun Khalifat FC are rooted to the bottom of the league table with 39 points from 34 matches. Yes, moving on to the NNL, where we've got this coming from Sporting Lagos, as they have secured promotion to the Nigerian Premier Football League MPFL following the 1-0 victory over Osun United. Alex Lamy scored the decisive goal in the 17th minute of the encounter, which took place on Thursday. Jeffrey Butler's side are making a return to the MPFL after 2 years. Sporting Lagos finished top of Conference B table with 36 points and 18 matches. Aqua United finished in the second position despite the 2-1 victory over Solution FC. The Promise Keepers opened the scoring through Anibet Sunday in the 50th minute. Michael Okenwa doubled the advantage 3 minutes later. Solution FC also reduced the deficit towards the end of the game. Inter Lagos and Doma United have previously secured promotions to the MPFL. Yes, moving away from the MPFL, where we've got this very sad one coming from former Arsenal goalkeeper. Yes, former Arsenal goalkeeper Alexander Manina, who played for Austria at Euro 2008, has died after his car was hit by a train. His former club Red Bull Salzburg said the 48-year-old died when the train hit his car while crossing the tracks in the Salzburg region. The Austrian news agency have reported recent statement from the Red Bull Salzburg State, and I quote, "We mourn our former goalkeeper Alexander Manina, who tragically lost his life in the tragic accident. Our thoughts are with his family and friends. Rest in peace, Alexander." Now, the Australian Football Association and Arsenal also expressed condolences. They said, and I quote, the Australian Football Association said, and I quote, "With him, the world of football has lost a very special person. Everyone at Arsenal is shocked and deeply saddened by the tragic passing of former goalkeeper Alex Manina." And that was coming from Arsenal. Well, we, the team of Sports Diaries on our Power 102.7 FM, are deeply saddened by this tragic loss, and we say condolences to his family members. Yes, moving on, where we've got this one again, and this one is another sad one, as Real Madrid has reacted to the death of club legend Jose Emilio Santamaria. In a statement via its website recently, Los Blancos sent condolences and affection to Jose Santamaria's wife Nora and his children. Recent reports that Jose Santamaria died at the age of 96. The statement from Real Madrid says, and I quote, "Real Madrid CFA, its president and its board of directors deeply regret the passing of Jose Emilio Santamaria, one of the greatest legends of our club and the world footballer. Real Madrid wishes to express condolences and affection to his wife Nora and his children and his grandchildren and great-grandchildren, all his family members, teammates and loved one. Jose Santamaria won 4 European Cup, 1 Intercontinental Cup, 6 La Liga titles, and 1 Spanish Cup with Real Madrid across 337 games after spending 9 seasons at the club. Well, our condolences go to Jose Santamaria's family, of course, from the studios of Hyper 102.7 FM and from the team of Sports Diaries. Yes, moving away from that, where we've got this coming from Nwabali, as the Nigerian international goalkeeper Stanley Nwabali has played down the possibility to return to the Nigerian Premier Football League as he weighs up his next move following his departure from Chippa United. The 29-year-old is currently without a club after parting ways with South African side in February, having formally requested to leave the Eastern Cape-based outfit, a decision that was happily granted amid widespread calls for the Nigerian and particularly former Super Eagles goalkeeper Peterside Ida for Nwabali to consider a temporary return to the MPFL. The shot stopper has made it clear that his focus remains elsewhere, particularly on leagues outside West Africa. Providing context on his stance, Nwabali suggested that players from the region are often driven by desires to move to more competitive and financial stable clubs. leagues, pointing that South Africa and Europe are preferred destination. Yes, moving away from what Bali said, and moving on, where we've got this on Lookman. We've got this on Ademola Lookman, talking UCL, of course. Ademola Lookman. Ademola Lookman have climbed to the third on the Nigerian all-time scorer list in the UEFA Champions League after netting the Atletico Madrid 2-1 loss to FC Barcelona in their quarter-final second leg. Lookman scored his 8th goal in the competition to help Atletico Madrid seal passage in the last 4 despite the home defeat. Lamine Yamal handed the visitors a early lead in the 4th minute at the Metropolitano Stadium before Ferran Torres doubled Barcelona's advantage in the 24th minute following the assist from Dani Olmo. Ademola Lookman, a former African Player of the Year, pulled one back 7 minutes later, a goal that ultimately proved decisive as Atletico progressed 3-2 on aggregate. The strike took the 28-year-old to 8 goals in 21 Champions League appearances, moving in past Victor Ikpeba's previous mark of 7. Only Victor Osimhen and Obafemi Martins have scored more Champions League goals among Nigerians with 16 and 9 goals respectively. Yes, moving away from Ademola Lookman. Well, we've got this one on Jamie Murray, as he, the former world number one, and this is talking tennis, of course, the former world number one, double player and 7-time Grand Slam champion, Jamie Murray, has announced his retirement from professional tennis at the age of 40. As reported by Newsman, the British star confirmed the news in a post on Instagram, bringing an end to a career that spanned more than 2 decades at the top level of the sport. He said, and I quote, "My tennis journey comes to an end after 36 years. I feel very fortunate and privileged for all the amazing experiences this great sport has given me." Murray, who has competed at the looking forward to a new chapter away from the court. He said, and I quote, "I played for 20 years at the top level and feel privileged for what I was able to do and experience in the court. I do not have any regrets." Yes, that was coming from no other person but from a world number one double player and 7-time Grand Slam champion, Jamie Murray. Yes, moving away from Jamie Murray and moving to this one we've got on FIFA. The latest update on FIFA and Iran as the FIFA president Gianni Infantino has said that Iran will for sure participate in the 2026 World Cup despite the Middle East war. He said, and I quote, "Iran is coming for sure. We hope that by then the situation will be peaceful. It will be a peaceful situation, of course, which will definitely help. But Iran has to come. They represent their people. They have qualified. The players want to play." Infantino had made similar comments in March when he attended the Iran-Costa Rica friendly in Antalya, Turkey. Even though U.S. President Donald Trump had previously suggested that Iranian players might not be safe. Yes, moving away from FIFA and Iran, of course. Where we've got this on Messi's friend, and this is a very big one, as as Guillermo Oyoza said his long friendship with Lionel Messi will not stop him from working the Argentine superstar hard in training as he was unveiled as the new coach of the MLS side Inter Miami. Oyo's previously Miami sporting director replaces Javier Mascherano, who departed the club for personal reasons recently. Just 4 months after guiding the club to his first MLS club, the 62, the first MLS Cup title, the 62-year-old Oyoza was a key from a mentor to Messi with Barcelona youth team more than 2 decades ago, and the Argentine pair have remained close ever since then. He said, and I go down, friendship is non-negotiable. We share friendship that spans many years. However, that friendship does not mean that we will be constantly hovering over him or in his face every single day. Yes, moving away from that, where I've got these Nigerian sprinter Favor Ofili as the World Athletics has rejected an application by Turkey to switch allegiance of the Nigerian sprinter Favor Ofili, dealing a significant blow to the athlete's proposed nationality change ahead of the 2026 Olympic Games. The decision was contained in a document obtained by newsmen recently. According to the document, the World Athletic Nationality Review Panel ruled that the application submitted by Turkey Athletic Federation would not be approved after reviewing the circumstances surrounding the request. The panel comprising Donna Rayner, Theoden Motherskill, Susan Van Wert said granting the request would undermine key regulatory principles guiding international athletics. It further noted that the application was part of a wider recruitment drive involving multiple athletes and raised concerns about its implications for the integrity of global competitions. It also added that the panel reviewed submissions from all parties, including the athletes and the Turkish Federation, before reaching its conclusion. Yes, moving away from that, well, we've got freshest update on Ofili, as Turkey has said they will appeal World Athletics' decision to block Nigerian sprinter Favor Ofili transfer of allegiance, with the case set to be heard before the Court of Arbitration of Sports. The move follows a ruling by the World Athletics Nationality Review Panel, which rejected an application by the Turkey Athletic Federation to switch Ofili's nationality from Nigeria to Turkey, citing concerns over integrity of international competition and athlete recruitment practices. According to Jamaican veteran journalist, Turkish authorities are already preparing a legal challenge to the decision. Yes, moving away from Turkey and moving away from Ofili, where we've got these on Crystal Palace, as Crystal Palace went down with a 2-1 defeat at the Fiorentina yesterday, but nonetheless progressed 4-2 on aggregate to the semi-finals of the UEFA Conference League, where they will meet Shakhtar Donetsk on the other side of the draw. Strasbourg pulled off on a fine comeback to book their spot in the last 4 against Rayo Vallecano. In Florence, Ismaila Sarr opened the scoring for Palace before Albert and Undor struck to give Italian side hope. It was a difficult night for Oliver Glasner's side, as the first defeat in 6 matches in all competitions was compounded by key man Adam Wharton, Maxime Lacroix, both being forced off with knocks in the first half. But most importantly, the English club still remain in contention to add to their first ever major trophy. The FA Cup won last season in their maiden European Cup. Palace captain Dean Anderson told newsmen, he said, and I quote, "This is unbelievable for the football club, sensational. When you think about the FA Cup last season, then you keep going and create new chapters. 3-0 first leg lead is a dangerous score, and you don't really have to know how it will go. We will manage to get through it, so who cares?" And that was coming from no other person but Crystal Palace captain Dean Anderson. Yes, moving away from Crystal Palace, where we've got this on Paulo Nuachu as the Nigerian striker and Turkish Super League top scorer Paulo Nuachu has returned to training and interrupts Zanzibar major boost ahead of Sunday's clash against Istanbul. Best section. Nuachu has been sidelined with a muscle injury, which forced him to miss their last game against Allianzspor. The 1-1 draw dented their chances of mounting pressure on the leaders Galatasaray in the title race, with 4 points separating them from the top. Head coach Faith Decker as he has taxed the medical team with ensuring the experienced forward is fit for Sunday showdown as they aim to maintain pressure over the final 5 matches of the season. Yes, moving away from Paulo Nuachu as we've got these on Victor Osimhen as the Galatasaray coach Okan Buruk has stressed the importance of Victor Osimhen to the team by comparing the star striker to Real Madrid's Kylian Mbappe and Bayern Munich's Harry Kane. Buruk made this comparison amid calls for caution in managing the player's recovery from an arm injury as the club and their fans are eager to have him back for the title run. Despite still having some time before regaining full fitness, Osimhen returned to training on Wednesday as the club intensified preparation for Saturday's Super League clash against Club Bagley. The training session was open to fans and the 27-year-old took time to interact with them afterwards. Buruk also addressed the media after the session and highlighted Osimhen's importance to the team as they aim to consolidate their 2-point lead in the Super League. Yes, moving away from Victor Osimhen, where we've got this coming directly from the UEFA as the UEFA have included Bayern Munich Michael Olise and Arsenal Martin Zubimendi and others in the UEFA Champions League this week. Olise and Zubimendi were impressive for their respective clubs against Real Madrid and Sporting CP. This follows the conclusion of the Champions League quarter-final second leg fixtures played on Wednesday night. Recall that Bayern Munich eliminated Real Madrid from the Champions League, which has now jumped in, while Arsenal dumped Sporting CP out of the competition. UEFA Champions League team after this week matches include Juan Musso, Atletico Madrid, Edward Quaresma, Sporting CP, Dayo Tupamecano, Bayern Munich, Marquinhos PSG, Joshua Kimmich Bayern, Marcos Llorente Atletico, Martin Zubimendi Arsenal, Adekoya Real Madrid, Michael Olise Bayern, Ousmane Dembele PSG, Ferran Torres Barcelona. Meanwhile, the Champions League semi-final stage will commence later this month. Yes, moving away from that and moving on to the next, where we've got this on the European League semi-final fixtures that will be out. Yeah, still talking Europa League semi-final fixtures, of course, where we've got this one. We've got this very big one as the European semi-final league, as the European League semi-final fixtures for this ongoing season have been confirmed. This follows the conclusion of the European League quarter-final second leg fixture played on Thursday. Recent reports that 4 teams made it to the European League semi-final stage. The 4 teams that made it include Aston Villa, Braga, Nottingham Forest and Freiburg. Aston Villa defeated Bologna 4-0 at Villa Park on Thursday to qualify for the semi-final stage on the 7-1 aggregate win, while Nottingham Forest defeated FC Porto 1-0 at home to also progress to the last 4 on the 2-1 aggregate win. Braga defeated Real Betis 4-2 in Spain to qualify on 5-3 aggregate victory, while Freiburg won 3-1 against Celta Vigo to also progress to the next round on the 6-1 aggregate win. The Europa League semi-final fixture will take place on the 20th and 30th of April with Aston Villa facing Nottingham Forest and Braga facing Freiburg. Yes, moving away from that, where we've got this on Lionel Messi. As Lionel Messi, I guess we've got this really big one on Lionel Messi, as Lionel Messi has bought Catalan club Cornella and become the team's new owner. The Spanish five-star tier side announced recently the 8-time Ballon d'Or winner is still playing in in the United States for Inter Miami and is expected to play a key role in Argentine World Cup. Argentina's World Cup defense this year. The club said in a statement, and I quote, "This would reinforce Messi's close ties to Barcelona and his commitment to the development of sport and local talent in Catalonia. Several top players have come through the ranks of Cornella based on Barcelona suburbs, including Arsenal goalkeeper David Raya and Messi from our back teammate Jordi Alba." Yes, quickly, let's take this on the UCL. And this is coming from Miguel Obi, from a Chelsea midfielder. John Obi Miguel has criticized Barcelona following their display against Atletico Madrid in the Champions League quarterfinal second leg on Tuesday. The former Super Cow Eagle captain also lauded Ademola Lookman for his display against Hansi Flick's side as Atletico Madrid advanced to the Champions League semi-final stage. Speaking in an interview with Newsman, Miguel fired back at Arsenal's complaints. He said, and I quote, "Atletico Madrid had it all. Ademola Lookman stepped up and decided the Champions League match, while Barcelona players were busy shaking their heads with the referees as if he was going to change the score for them." Barcelona failed to come back against Atletico Madrid on two different occasions. Now they want to blame the referee for their own incompetent style of play. That is not how it works. And that was coming from no other person but from a Chelsea midfielder John Obi Mikel. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. And since our time is fast spent on the program this morning, we will call it a wrap on today's edition of Sports Diaries. Many thanks to those who made today's program possible. Many thanks to General Manager Engineer Paul Olotu. Many thanks to the HOP, the head of programs, the head of news, and our organs at the tops. And until next time, I remain your favorite sports Steve. Keep loving the game and stay sporting. God bless you. Have a wonderful day and enjoy your day today. Bye-bye.
7 days a week.
High Power 102.7 FM, the voice that echoes through every home, every heart. From the streets to the studio, we bring you real talk, real music, and real moments. We are not just a station, we are a movement. High Power 102.7 FM, the pride of the people.